It's your girl, Be Your Kakawa on the Be Your Kakawa show. Hi guys, how you doing? Hope you're good. Is your day going? Hope you're good. Hope you had a good day, a great day. It's another Wednesday evening, and we are double eating there. AK. Okay. I'm serious right now. Guys, I need to apologize to you. I truly. So I was gonna say that. I know that I said I was gonna come back with maybe I'd gone to these people to the gym to the cycling class that I said I was gonna go to, but I've not necessarily had time to go yet. I was supposed to go yesterday, but one thing led to another. I not necessarily forgot, but like basically time just went by so fast and I couldn't go again. So I'm sorry. I but guess what, guys? I went to see Oyekon's outpouring, and it was, oh my god, it was so amazing. It was so amazing. So I want to talk about a tiny bit of struggle. So currently, I have my church is fasting, and you know how when you're small, you're fasting and praying at the same time. Like it's like it's a two-way thing. You have to do the two of them. But I have not necessarily. I would say I have been a bit struggling in in the prayer department. And it's not necessarily because maybe I would have said, oh, I would have probably used an excuse of, oh, I don't have time, or maybe work is too much or something. But that's not the case. I just, for some reason, it just feels like I don't, I don't feel God. It feels like that, and so there's this scenario that I paint every time that I'm speaking to people, especially about growing a relationship with God. It's like a new relationship. There's a lot of relationship in what I just said, yeah. But basically, if you want to grow in your relationship with God, it takes very intentionality. And in a new relationship, you'll have to speak to the person consistent. Well, if you're someone that talk to, if you're someone that talk a lot, because I think I think I'm someone that I love conversations a lot. So I am someone that if I'm in a relationship with somebody, I would want to speak to this person literally every day. Every single day. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care how you're doing it. I want to speak to you. I want to connect with you in that level, yeah. So in that same instance, I kind of basically use that same ideology in my relationship with God, and the fact that I'm not speaking to God, basically praying to God, it is it is very, I feel like I'm not connected to him. Yeah. And it's not him, it's a me thing. I feel like I am not connecting to God because I have not been praying as I would love to pray. And it's not like I don't pray. That's the thing. But I don't pray in depthly so much that I I know that, oh, after this I feel like I have spoken to God. Like it was not there. It was just more of a, oh Lord bless this day, and I'm standing up from the bed. And yeah, that's a personal struggle. That's a personal struggle that but I am so why did I start talking about this? I spoke about this because when I was going for this year show, I at the to be honest, I didn't want to go, as I said earlier. I'm sorry, previous episode. But the thing is, I don't know, for some reason, I just felt led to go. Because the thing is, another thing again is, I have been also praying to God that that I understand that I'm aware rather that I don't feel as connected as I am with you. And I would want to, I don't know how, but I would like to come back to that place of intimacy with God. And this is feeling like a Christian podcast. But yeah, I'm a Christian. Anyways, so I basically, the beautiful thing is when I went for the show, basically is he said, according to Dunsi, he said that the reason why he came, or the most important thing that brought him to the UK, like for this particular edition, was that that God said he wanted to revive intimacy with people. And I'm like, oh my God. So this is like, even in my struggles, God still heard me that I want to connect with him. And he basically led me to, because to be honest, it's not like I don't necessarily go for all those shows, but I've never gone for Junsi Oyekon show. Like even in Upper Room, like even in Lagos, like I would tell myself I would go, but I would not go. So for me to go this one, it was a bit strange to me, but I was just, it was, I won't say I was led, but I don't want to use led because led just seems so spiritual. But I just had a vibe to just like, just go. I think it's just, this is kind of meant for you in a sense. And I am so happy that I went, because it was an amazing experience. I, I have been praying back, so hallelujah to me, to testimony. I have been praying back. I One thing I was just like concerned about is I didn't want to come back and be the same. I didn't want to do that. Like in the sense of, I wanted my prayer life to greatly improve, and I'm so glad that it is. So yes, that was an amazing experience. I love that. Yeah. So that was that. Guys, I was just thinking about it randomly. Oh. So the UK has, especially in London, I don't know about other places in the UK, especially in London, they have like there's like a bike, like some people, or I won't say most people, but a lot more people than usual ride bikes. And well, people still take public transport and the rest, but bikes are actually encouraged in, like riding bicycle and the rest. And I just realized that. And so there's like an app whereby you're able to connect to a bike. There's like a Uber for bike in this place. So, but the Uber for bike is, there's like, so there are places where those bikes are being situated. You just go with your phone. Obviously, you open the app, you scan the QR code on the bike, and you will pay your money, and you're able to use the bike for however minutes you want to use it. Yeah. But the thing is, I can't use it. Do you know how many times that I've been late to a place that I'm like, if it's I know how to ride bike now, I would have used this bike to quickly get to a particular place. Instead of walking that distance, I'll just use bike. But because I cannot ride a bike, it's sad, sha. Do you know that I've also been thinking, God forbid, I'm in a space where I have to swim. Holy Spirit. God forbid I'm in a space where I have to swim. I don't know how to swim. I don't know how to swim. Oh, Jimo. I don't know how to swim. How? Like, why? How can I? I don't even know. Like, as big as I am, I don't know how to ride a bike. I don't know how to swim. What else? What exactly do I do? What exactly? I don't even know. Like, And that is why I really want to do the cycling class, because at least I'm like, even if the cycling class is the most of the bikes, not even most, is standstill, but at least I'll be like, okay, I'm riding a bicycle. That's why I really want to start the cycling class, to be honest, because I just, ah, it's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. But yeah, I don't know how to ride a bike. I don't know how to swim. What else is one thing that you don't know how to do that I feel like most people know how to do? I don't know. But yeah, that's that. But how are you doing, guys, today? Hope you're great. I have so I wanted to say that my journey in life has been very funny. So I have been an accountant. I've been a designer, and currently I am a researcher. Well, a researcher and a designer at the same time. And it has been a beautiful journey, to be fair. I There's something called imposter syndrome that a lot of people struggle with. And the sad thing for today is I really wanted someone to come and talk about it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk about my own experience. Then the next episode will probably still be the same imposter syndrome, hopefully. I don't know, fingers crossed. And the next episode probably would have like a guest for it. Yeah. So, but I'm gonna talk about my experience for now. Imposter syndrome was something I didn't even know exist, to be honest. I think I would say that I've struggled with it specifically during my last actual job, especially in Nigeria. Why did I struggle with it so much? I do not know. But I struggled with it so much. I felt like mm, I was not doing enough. I don't know, it felt like I was like a cheat. But before that, let's go all the way back. So, as I said, I've been an accountant, and I went to school to study accounting. I did your accounting thingy. I graduated from school as an accountant, and but I didn't go for icon. I didn't do like a further study of it. I then went to start like learning graphic design. And the reason why I learned graphic design was because I found it during one of my time in at like what I think was an internship job, and I started it. I was interesting. I think one of the first design I did there was putting a tattoo on my body. I sent it to all my friends, and like, oh, I put a tattoo, and they're like, oh, really, you did? Ah, you did? Oh, you did? But yeah, that was a lie. I didn't. But it was funny, and that was like one of the first. I think I've spoken about this like previous episodes. Like I did somebody kind of helped me, and basically I started learning design. I did design. But I learned to design, but even in when I was learning my design, there was someone that was, I would say, better than me, and the teacher was always like ailing the guy. But I felt like I was trying to do more. I can't remember the person, but the, I wanted to do more, but it's not like I couldn't do more. I just didn't know how to do more, in a sense. So a part of me was like, is this graphic design even like my passion? Like this is me learning it though. I was feeling down, but I still kept learning it. Obviously, I didn't give up. Kept pushing. I kept learning, even when I felt like, oh, it didn't. This was not really looking like how I would like it to go, but I kept still learning. And also, then I entered into an amazing space where these people literally they went to school to go and learn Some of them learned painting, some of them learned graphic design, some of them learned, like, they all went to Yaba Tech to learn something design. And I was in this space, be an accountant that just learned graphic design in how many, maybe 2, 3, 4 months, I can't remember. But these people, they literally gave in years to learn it. And I was in that space, I was in that room, and I kept learning in that space too, to be fair. I kept pushing myself, but I kept second guessing, like, am I doing this thing right? I was looking for validation. See, I know people say don't look for external validation, but sometimes external validation, I don't know how, I don't want to say that sometimes the external validation is good, but to be honest, it is good. Like, you're doing something consistently and somebody say, ah, it makes sense. What you're doing, so on point. You will be on top the moon. You will literally be like, yes, they can see me do these things. Like, I was in the space of, in this amazing space where these other designers are, they're doing great works, they're doing better jobs than. But to be fair, I was like a graduate training that time, so I was still learning. And you would think that, okay, now that I'm a senior designer, I went to another company, I became a senior designer, I was doing great work, good work. And you would think that because you're a senior designer, I'm mentoring junior designers, or this imposter syndrome thing is going to end. Jokes on you. Because a part of me, in as much as I never showed it, and that's the weird part, because I was talking to, after I'd left the company, and I was talking to a colleague of mine, and I was telling him, oh, there are some times that I felt this way. And I was like, oh my God, I never saw it. He didn't even know that I was feeling that way at all. And because in as much as there's a part of me that's like, oh my God, this person is maybe doing better than me, and I'm still trying to learn to push myself to be better. That doesn't mean that that feeling is not going to be there. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that I'm going to acknowledge the feeling. It might be there. I might know it. I might be fighting my own inner battle with it. But at the same time, I'm going to stand out. I'm going to stand tall. I would talk. I would, I would, I would, I would just basically put myself out there so that people wouldn't know. It's coming back to recently. I was doing a project, and it's not like I was doing this project alone. Number one, I it was not as if the project was going all well, because I was struggling with some parts of the project. I was second guessing myself. I was not certain whether I've done a very great job. But guess what? Eh, Another colleague of mine is like, because you're just always so chilled, you're not even really thinking about, like, guy, I am fighting battles. But one thing is that I think I would say that I try to be grounded in Christ, to be honest, at the end of the day. Because even when I left Nigeria, and I feel like a part of my other colleagues that was in that same space that I was, they've grown to become, like, maybe a creative designer, and I'm yeah, trying to, like, rebuild my career in another new country, is just, is what's the word, I can't it's challenging to, like, a part of you would be like, oh, did I make a mistake? Did I make a mistake coming here? Did I make a mistake in leaving all of the things that I've built in that space in Nigeria and coming to this place to start all over again? Whether that's, to be honest, I don't have an answer to that. But I don't think I made a mistake. But at the same time, it's just, you're going to feel all of those emotions. A friend of mine asked me recently, but he didn't even come back for the conversation, that, oh, me that I've traveled, that he's thinking about traveling out, and he's like, oh, that how he wants to know how it is, and and basically how it is. And I want to say that if you're listening to this, it's not easy. I know people say it's not easy, and it's not necessarily to discourage people, because there's a friend of mine again too that was in Nigeria and I was here, and he was asking me, and I kept telling him this is how it is and all of that. And when he came here, I was like, Bukola, you did not tell me like that. This is how it is. Oh, you did not tell me this is how it is. Oh my god, da, 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 da. And I'm like, no, like I told you that this is how it is, but you're gonna figure it out. But that doesn't mean that you will not feel it. You will feel it. Yakubu, manage. You would feel like you want to die. You will all die. Basically, that is it. You would coming to a new space, a new country. You would feel it. You would feel it. You would want. I am in that space of I want my life figured out. Hey, guess what? It is not. But I'm in that space. It's you would feel like, oh my god, I was doing great things in Nigeria. I was in a better position. I was getting a better pay. But now I'm in this place. I'm getting what I'm living like a. Do you get like what I'm just trying to say at the end of the day is whether this person decides to come to the travel out, basically, not even to the UK, but travel out basically is you would go through that that feeling of inadequacy. Am I not adequate enough? Don't do I not think that I am able to do this? Am I not? Those questions will come to your mind every single time, like oh, those like questions of doubt, self doubt of oh, what are you doing here? Are you sure that like those questions? I'm saying that because it is happening to me. It has happened to me and it's still happening to me, because I don't want to shy away from the fact that oh, I'm like a I'm the special one that it doesn't. It is still happening to me. I'm still questioning a lot of things that is happening in my life, but at the same time, just because I question it doesn't mean that I'm going to give room for it. I don't want to give room for it in my mind. I hear it, but I don't accept it. I don't even accept it. To be honest, I don't accept it. I think it goes back to the brain episode. I can't remember the episode. I don't accept it. I hear it, I don't accept it. I move on. I said this is what I want and this is what I will get. So imposter syndrome can be funny. Self doubt itself. I don't know between imposter syndrome. I think between imposter syndrome and self doubt, I think they play in the same field, to be honest. That doubting yourself, thinking maybe I'm not good enough, am I good enough, asking that question consistently, it's just dependent on what you tell yourself. I will not tell myself I'm a failure no matter how many times I fail. I don't care how many imposter syndrome is happening to me, because it's not like I don't fail, but I'm not going to identify myself as a failure. It has happened, yes. Can I move forward with it? I'm disappointed, yes, but can I move forward from this thing? Take my learnings and move, because that's important. So this it felt really, really heavy. And but in as much as okay, so I'm gonna say a story to round up this session. So there was this for some reason I remember that I even if I'm going to start a business, I think I'm going to start a service business, not a product business. I think I am more interested in how people experience things. Yeah. So I started a business with a friend. It was so that people can experience great things, have fun, like just let loose and chill. Yeah. We did about 2 events. We're going to do the third event before I traveled. But the thing is, those two events pushed me in ways that I was not certain, because I didn't even necessarily know things. We made mistake, and but at the end of it all, I kept asking myself, did people have fun? Were people able to enjoy themselves? I think that was it for me. But even if I was in a terrain, like in a space where I didn't really understand a lot of things. I don't even know why I'm saying this story, but I think I felt like you need to say it. Even if when me and my colleague, we didn't understand things, we're figuring it out as we go on. Even when self doubt crept in, even when on the day of the event, because the first event was like an house party, and on the day of the event, the people who had paid the like an Airbnb to, they said they couldn't house us again. They gave us our money. I said, "Ha!" I say, "Hey, she sauce." Anyways, even in that space of, do you think we should do this thing? Maybe we shouldn't. Maybe we should just not do it. Maybe we should just forget it. Like we're in that space of, don't you think you are shooting too much? Can you just calm yourself down? We're in that space, and but we still pushed and just did it. And whether the event was a success or not, I don't know. I there was no metrics for me to. I think my friends were being nice to me by saying it was good, but there was no metrics. I don't know. I didn't really have any metrics to measure it, but the most important thing is we did it. I think at the end of the day. So, irrespective of whether you have self doubt, you have imposter syndrome, just to bring it back, irrespective of whether I have, because I just want you guys to know that even when I'm having all this conversation, I think I'm talking to myself, to be honest. Is things I would like to say to myself is irrespective of every time that I apply for a job, I'm like, this thing they're asking for, can I run it? Because self doubt comes in, imposter, like, I'm not certain. Guess what? I'll still apply for the role. That's it. I'm still gonna do the things I would want to do, irrespective of however I'm feeling. It's I don't want to tie my feelings to actions. I don't to, because I don't know. You know how they say you just keep applying till just you land one just call you back. You just don't know. You never know the one that call you back. So I don't want self doubt to limit me, because at the end of the day, the sky, they say, is the beginning. So that is the end of this conversation of this episode. I came to win. That's our throwback song. To fly, to conquer, to fly. I came to win, to survive, to conquer, to fly, to fly. Go, 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 go. Go. So, Fly by Nicki Minaj is our throwback song of the what of this episode. To fly by Nicki Minaj. So another throwback song would be, this is this is actually Kulu Kulu Temper, beans in our rice, mama yam booty, biscuits na mina, even if not sugar, love ya neighbor, come on, as you love your baby, vanity is vanity, come on, everything is vanity, come here, kulu kulu temper. Anyways, cool your temper. I mean, is it cool your temper or cool temper? Let me confirm. Cool temper. Temper. Yes. It's Cool Temper by J. Martin. Stara. A. 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 Cool Temper by J. Martins. But yeah, that is the end of the spot. We let's. I think I want to. I would like to say that in as much as self doubt creeping, let's always remind ourselves of little wins. I got myself a an office table and a chair. My own little wins. It's nothing extravagant, but the fact that I'm able to is, I think that's the beauty of it. I Let's give ourselves small credits. We're always too hard on ourselves. The fact that the first time I was able to do things for myself with my own money is like, so let's just give ourselves enough more credit than we give, because life would always want to take from us. Let's try to preserve some joy. I got joy, joy, joy. Oh, joy, 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 joy overflow. Yeah, 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 in my life. Okay. Oh yeah. Thank you guys. Do have a good one. Have a great evening. I do hope today you give yourself some credits. You just chill, take a chill pill. You'll be fine. We'll all be fine at the end of the day. Um, we're gonna be fine. The sky, they say, is our beginning, not our limits. Our beginning. So see you. If this felt like a aspire to perspire episode, Emma, oh yeah, I'm aspiring to perspire for myself, not for you. As I said, if you felt like it might be no. But yes, I just felt like I needed some sort of encouragement today. So take it as it is. Bye, take care.